Hi, welcome. It's your weekly forecast for Saturday the 20th through Saturday the 27th. It's not really a hard start or stop to the energies, but I do want to, kind of give it a framework. But you could include this as early as today and carry it through next Friday or Saturday. So thanks you guys for turning in. Let's try that again. Thank you guys for tuning in. And we do our standard earth, fire, water, and air. And then we have something for the parents as well. So this is for our cardinal Capricorn, our fixed Taurian, and our mutable Virgo. Okay. All right. Good stuff. Okay, so we have the plum card in reverse. That's what it looks like in the upright, if you can see it. It's like kind of a dark mystic hallway with some light, which is kind of weird, but whatever. But it says overcome your challenges, and it's in the reverse. So I feel like there's mastery here. There's a level of, they've already done this. There's no challenges to overcome. They've already overcome them, and they're on the other side of that. They're listening to the message in the bottles. They're listening to their intuition. Messages are being sent to them, and they are being received. They are being, they're open to receive whatever messages are coming to them. Whether it's a direct communication, they'll receive some news. It could be something, and spiritual, I'm like trying to say intuitive, but yeah, it could be a physical message. It could be a message that's coming in about like a decision or something. But messages are coming in. They're good messages. They're receptive messages. They're positive, progressive messages. There's nothing in reverse. So messages are coming into them. And things that are only reserved for them. Okay? It's in a bottle, which is going to take some work to get out. Some time was, used to get that message in there. So it's specifically for them. A right now word, you may want to say. But what's changing is whatever either the message says, or there's something about an action that they must take. It's not the time now. Because they have take the next step now. In reverse. And I'm just getting the sense that there is a pregnant pause that needs to be initiated, or something that needs to happen for them. And I would just encourage them to take a break. Whatever, they got a message, and it's just like, okay, this message is not for them to act on right now. Just think about it. Take some time to go over it, process it, and when the time is right, after they've processed it, all that information that they've gathered during that pause will allow them to be able to make a better decision. They'll be able to act more intently and efficiently. And so it's like less time figuring it out along the way, if you can follow my hand movements. The purpose is to simplify their lives. So it could be an opportunity, and during this time they're simplifying their life, or they're recognizing the need that some things are going to have to be let go of. But I really get the feeling that there are activities, there are behaviors, there's mindsets that will have to, and gladly so, they're willing to do it, to kind of slough off, to release, in order to get the outcome that they so desire, because they so deserve it. They've done the work. They're ready for it. And they're willing to simplify their life for it. So it says, you've had so much going on that you're spread too thin. This has to change now so your vitality can recharge. So essentially is saying the same thing. I think that in this process, there's a waiting period. And I'll do the breakdown after I get your card. And you are having a successful week, parents of earth signs. Congrats to you. It says, today I am committed to taking steps towards greatness. Look at this. Steps. And then in this card, it says steps. You can't see it. It's kind of blurry. But I love when everything comes together. But every little step counts, so I won't be shy. I believe in myself and my brilliant, limitless abilities. I envision my target as if it is taunting me and hit the mark as hard as I know I can. I'm freaking stellar. I will go out there and get them. There's confidence. Your child has overcome some insecurity, some self-doubt, which if you follow the Course in Miracles, it's not real, but they've come into more of an awareness of themselves. They are receptive to receive spiritual downloads. With that, before they can get the best out of this or this message, they're eager to start, but now is not the time, because this is where this awareness is like, okay, well, I got to let some stuff go. I'm not ready. I need to prep myself. I need to be prepared in order for this thing to like kind of manifest more. And they're realizing the importance of you've done too much, or you're doing too much, or you have done too much. Now it's like, and between these two things, there's the awareness that there's some things that need to be released before they can receive this. And this is part of that. It's just simplifying their life, making things more streamlined. And by doing that, this message can be executed better. The action that they're being asked to take, they can now do it because they've paused and they've simplified. They've gotten rid of the stuff that they don't need. So I hope that blesses you. That's a pretty cool message. So kudos to you. Have a good week. Now let's move on to our fire signs, which is Cardinal, Aries, Mutable, Leo. No. Leos are not flexible sometimes. Fixed, Leo, Mutable, Sagittarius. Okay. Why are y'all not laughing this week? Oh, what's going on? Oh, sorry. Let me get that. If that's the card falling is any account. I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm just like, I just don't like when there's like anxiety. And then I have Capricorn, Cancer rising. I'm thinking of my Capricorn moon, but that doesn't apply here. It's like I can do it, but I just like stuff to be calm. I don't like when stuff is all over because it gives me anxiety. But anyway, apricot card, rejoice and laugh. This is in reverse. I'm not getting, and I'm not God, so I don't have the fullness. I'm getting reservation, a little bit of melancholy, reserved. There is no outwardness. You know, you see this flower, it's like blooming. It feels like reclusiveness. No desire to rejoice, no desire to laugh. It's just like something, their energy is not, they don't want to do that. They're not in the mood to be happy or, you know, whatever. They're not their jovial self. There's some kind of thing that has their attention on the inside. either not knowing what to let go of, holding on to something. Let me see. But they're not releasing something. They're definitely holding on to something. And it just feels, ugh. It says, even if it appears that you've reached the end of a line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later. So consider this a break more than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding in perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural. As it doesn't have the map of your destiny, the soul does. Spirit loves you, trust that. I still feel it's an emotional thing that they're not letting go of. Yeah, I mean it is. It's like you've reached the end of the line. It appears that all is lost. It isn't, and there's something that they're still holding on to where there's like a lack of peace. It's a break versus an ending. It's something that they're not letting go. They're not letting go of something, and they're not ready to let something go. I don't know what that is. What's changing is there is an opportunity. This opportunity may be tied to this, where it's not time yet for something, but for some of you, I feel that this is an emotional thing. I really feel that for the majority of you, this is emotion. This is not, there's some kind of emotional tie, to this. It's not an action of it's time to go. I really feel that this is emotional tie. This has something to do with this lack of joy and rejoicing and whatnot. And it's obviously something from your past, your child's past. But there is an opportunity. There is a beautiful opportunity, a breath of fresh air that is coming, that is making its way to them, that is going to give them a fresh perspective, that's going to kind of help shift this energy towards the beginning of the week. And the thing to remember is for them to have patience. It is a work in progress. It is happening. Things are coming their way. They just have to be patient and willing to wait for it. It says your prayers have been heard and they are being answered. So that makes me feel better. Let me know how this resonates with you. I really appreciate it. I'd like to hear your comments. You can even message me on the Mother Birth Facebook page, but it really helps me to see how this energy is playing out for your child during the week. Granted, yes, this is a very general read covering, all three signs who are in themselves multifaceted with their different chart alignments. Nevertheless, this is an overarching energy that, is for those that this resonates with. It may not resonate with everybody because we're all in different places. But for you, mother or father of the fire sign, you are fearless this week. It says today I will step up and go far out of my comfort zone when talking with people, and I will share my incredible gifts. I will have that 30 seconds of courage because you never know whose life I may have the ability to change. I will not play small today because that isn't serving me or anyone else. I will move forward with clear focus and intention no matter what people say or think. My experience and wisdom is valuable. I have much to offer others, and the more open I become, the more of a chance I will have of touching or inspiring someone else. You are fearless. Yes, you are. What you're going to do is going to encourage them. They're going to, while they're in this funk this week, they're going to be watching you. So may that be a blessing to you, and have a good week. I'm excited for you. Moving on to our water signs. Let's see what we have for our cardinal Cancer. Ooh, our goodness, our fixed Scorpios and our mutable Pisces. The fixed sign, I don't know why I've been so tripped up about that. Nice. What? Are you serious? I don't know. I know I've seen these cards, and I don't know if this is for I don't know. This just seems, I'm like, I don't know if this is the same message for Pisces, or not Pisces, but I've seen these cards or some of these in the same thing before, and I'm like, who sign was this for? Because I know some of these came up in August. So anywho, they have the red card, a lot of passion, and also it's saying free yourself from pain. I'm getting passion for some reason. It's a desire and a liberation. It's a desire, like an intensity, passion, to like an intention to free themselves from pain and negativity, to do something different. Of course, they're asking themselves questions. Why? In investigating why this is happening. Excuse me. It's like intuition, inquiry is what I'm thinking of. We see this beautiful transition. All these card colors are the same. And then we move into, some more softer tones. But what's changing is they're realizing that they need to be true to themselves. They are coming into more confidence with themselves. They're understanding the power and the importance of being unified within. So just being true to themselves, honoring themselves, listening to themselves, that's an important lesson that they are learning. Here's the thing that I'm getting. Somebody hurt them, whether it be last week or this week, but somebody hurt them, and they're asking, why did this happen? They're seeing that they need to be respectful to themselves, and that there are lessons, that they are their own spiritual teacher, that there are lessons that they will gather from this experience. But there's this kind of a theme of evaluation and maturity and growth for them. I want to look at this real quick. Motives driving intention, the power of knowing the why. So it's just wanting to understand, and kind of dig deeper into that, whatever it is. You have I am consistent and reverse. And that's not a bad thing. You're just all over the place in a good way. You could just have a lot that you're juggling. It could be a lot of projects that you're working on. You're either in your normal, or you're just kind of bouncing all over project to project, kind of here and there, but not inconsistent, like it's a negative thing. You're not in your usual vein or flow. Something is different. There's a divergence from your normal flow. But you're not, I just feel like popping from here to there all over the place, because you're involved. Your attention is spread out to different things. I'm getting inconsistency that way. You're not focused on just one thing this week. And you're just kind of going with the flow. I want to say that. It's a different flow for you this week, okay? It says, today I'm committed to completing all of my daily rituals and tasks. I am the only person who will always be right by my side that I can always count on. Loving who I am and what I do needs to be a definite and continuous state of being for me. I am committed to making myself happy by setting each day up for success. I will follow through. Now it's whimsical this week for you, whatever that may mean. But just look forward to it being a whimsical week. It's kind of all over the place, and that's okay. You're doing your thing. They're healing from something, but together, I feel like you two will come together and kind of just connect while they're dealing with something internally, or you may be all over the place externally. You two will find moments to connect, recharge each other's battery, and find stillness in the company of each other. So that is for our water signs. And finally, for our air, we have our cardinal Libra, our fixed Aquarius, and our mutable Geminis. Nice. That giggle was, I have a Capricorn moon and Venus, and for some reason the sometimes inconsistencies of Gemini, no offense, my brain was like, oh, they give me the heebie-jeebies. Sometimes you don't know who you're dealing with. Sometimes, just like Scorpio, you don't know who you're dealing with. Who are you getting today? So that's not a crack at anybody. It's just we all have characteristics. Sagittarians can be flighty. So anyhow, we have silver. Be persistent. This is a very grounded energy, I feel, very regal. I feel like there's a definite choice and a decision about something that's being made. It says, be mindful of your expectations. This is not a time for guarantees. Things will not go exactly as you plan or dictate. Let go and see what Spirit has in store. What takes hold in your life will be better than you can imagine. There's a leaving of something. There's a decision that's being made to exit, and the answer is for them to almost come up higher. What are they working on this week? What are they being persistent in? What is the project? What is the motivation? What is the goal? There's something that they're tinkering with. Either it's an emotional thing, an internal thing of growth, or it could be an external project of advancement that they're working on. To me, when this is in the upright, it's like in the middle, like going back and forth. Transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in the other. It's just in the middle. And the fact that it's in the reverse, this tells me that, and for me, no, they're not in the middle. There is one side, and it could be expectations like but it's very firm. There's no vacillating. There's no going back and forth. It's just one way, one thing, one thought. And this is saying, like, be careful because that one thought may lead you a certain way. I'm not getting that. I'm just going to honor what I feel. but I feel like there's a person involved. There is an external party involved. They're working on something. I don't know if this person has any influence on what this is, but it could rub them the wrong way where they make a decision, or something is presented to them, and it's like they decide to choose to let something go, and they decide to, you know, kind of discover something on their own to raise their vibration, whether it be to see something differently. But I definitely see a lot of activity, a lot of mental activity. This is air. A lot of physical action activity. But the solution is raise your vibrations. It says your intuitive feelings are accurate messages from the angels. And I feel like them leaving is like, yeah, you did the right thing. You did the right thing for abandoning whatever this circumstance was right here, because it gave them, it made them feel unsettled, and it gave them a lack of peace. And I see more of this dark heaviness than something that actually brought them joy. So they're choosing to abandon something that doesn't serve them, for whoever this message is for. You have the I am talented card. It says, today I am committed to being the best at what I do. My success is the effect of my endless determination. I will start that project I've been holding off on. I will strive to complete it, and it will be a masterpiece when I am done. No more research, no more what ifs. I can and I will do this, and I will be proud of my work. I feel like maybe another sign or element, you are setting the example for your little ones. While you are working hard and diligently, you know, like at your pursuits, they are seeing you, and you may inspire them to say, hey, that's not what I want. I don't like this. I'm leaving, and I'm going to, you know, do my own thing. So that's an overview. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. When I do readings, it's very important for me to just listen to the intuition and the feeling that I'm getting. And a lot of times, based on your feedback, that lets me know that I'm in the right direction. So I'd love to hear what you guys think. It would mean a lot to me. And we will see you guys next week. Take care.